are here live with Coach Lew at Accelerate Life University, your #1 source for self-education success. XLR8life.com. Hey guys, it's time for Breakthrough with Coach Lew. Coming to you live from Accelerate Life University, XLR8life.com. Coach Lew will help you break through anything that's stopping you. Are you ready to get the motivation, the energy, the life, and all the success you really want and deserve? With no further ado, here's Coach Lew. Here's Coach Lew.
What's up, guys? Good morning. All right, happy Monday morning and happy Thanksgiving. This is Thanksgiving week. Now, Thanksgiving in itself might not just be a day, right? Have you ever thought of it that way and wondered what the true meaning of Thanksgiving really is? And if you'll notice in today's title, I put a dash between thanks and giving. Okay, you think of it as one word, right? Like Thanksgiving Day, eat lots of turkey, watch lots of football, fall asleep, fart on the couch, whatever, and relax and spend time with family. And sometimes family you don't want to spend time with, and sometimes family you really look forward to spending time with. But you know, it just depends. You know, sometimes you have people over and it's like, oh God, that relative's coming, and and you wonder, life's too short to feel that way. But anyway, you notice that I put the hyphen in there. What does Thanksgiving mean to you? Okay? So thanks, give thanks would be gratitude, right? Like a prayer, like gratefulness, like a feeling of, you know, you're full, your life is full, you've got what you want, you have what you need. I'm thankful my children are healthy. I'm thankful my spouse is healthy. I'm thankful we got a nice home. I'm thankful that we're not in the middle of World War, Nuclear War 3. God willing, it doesn't go there. All this stuff you could be thankful for and have gratitude for, right? And I'm going to talk about it a little bit. I'm splitting this into the two sides of Thanksgiving. First is the thanks. And that's being grateful. Now, I know everybody just got up this morning and said, yes, it's Monday. I'm up a half hour before the clock went off. Actually, I woke up an hour and a half before I was really supposed to be up this morning and thought, no, this one I'm going to go back to sleep a little bit. Normally, that hour and a half sleep cycle would have put me right at getting up at 6, but I woke back up at 5:30 and I'm like, I'm ready to go. You know, got to make the celery juice anyway. I didn't get to that yesterday, and I was like, all right, it's time. Let's go. I'm excited. The show is going to be great this morning. And I know that everybody woke up in that same position, right? You woke up excited to get going this week. It's Thanksgiving week. You're thankful to be awake, or did you wake up and go, oh my God, it's Monday morning. Hit the snooze button. Oh, do we really have to? Where did the night go? Oh my God, I don't want to go to work today. Oh, at least I got a day off Thursday, but this relative's coming and I really don't like dealing with it. What? Yeah, no, it's probably how a lot of people woke up. And, I got to go get all the stuff for Thanksgiving dinner. And it's going to cost a ton of money. And, the economy sucks right now. Is that a grateful way of being? And I just want to walk you through a little scenario about that. You might go, stuff is tough right now, Coach. We live in a really tumultuous time. And if I'm using one of those crazy words, you go, what the hell's tumultuous? It's a very unstable, uneasy time, okay? So think of it that way that, things could go in any direction right now. You don't want to invest because of this. You don't want to hold on to too much cash because of that. You don't want to buy any real estate. Oh, I want the good old days. I want this back. I want that back. Yeah, there's a lot of things that would be nice to have back that we took for granted before. Just saying. If you think about it, when you pull up to the gas pump, and it's $4 a gallon, or if you're fortunate enough to have diesels like we do, on the big trucks, it's $5 to $6 a gallon. It was $1.89 2 years ago. Wake up, people. Wake up. Think of this. Think of, what are we grateful for? Well, I'm grateful that we, are still in business. I'm grateful we were able to innovate. I'm grateful for the fact that there's fuel available. What if there were no fuel, period? The trucks don't power themselves, and I look in the grand scheme of it and I'm like, well, I'm grateful that didn't totally wipe us out like it could a truck driver who is dependent on thousands and thousands of gallons of fuel a month, where we're only dependent on hundreds. And, so there could be gratefulness in there, even though, it's not exciting that fuel is $5, $6 a gallon, right? But I'm grateful. I woke up grateful to get up and do this show. I woke up excited this morning, and a lot of people aren't waking up excited. A lot of people aren't maybe necessarily using their gratitude. So let's walk through a little scenario here. All right, you're grateful, and you're going, you know what? I'm pretty grateful that I'm able to help my kid get a car. I'm not going to get them a brand new BMW for their 16th birthday. I mean, maybe you do, but. You want them to earn it a little bit, so you get them, you help them get a car. And you're tooling along, and you look at your neighbors who got their kid a brand new BMW, and you go, I wish I was able to do that. Yeah, it sucks I had to put them in a little Honda Accord to get started, but I'm not so grateful for the ability to help your child get a car, right? Well, you should be happy for that. But then you drive a little down the street and you see, kid waiting for the Metro bus to go see the other parent, and they're divorced, and, well, he don't have a car. And the parents can't afford to get him a car. And, he's got to ride hours and hours on the bus. So all of a sudden you're a little more grateful again. And then you get it in the mail. You get the ticket. Your kid got a red light ticket. You rotten little ungrateful brat. You drove through it even though the sign warns you that there's a red light camera there. And you're ready to go, light them up about this. You're going to tell them all about it, and the phone rings. Mr. and Mrs. Jones, your child's been in a car crash, and there's no life-threatening injuries, but it'd probably be good to get over to the hospital. Now you're like, okay, is he okay or she's okay? Yes, but the car's been damaged, and they hit another car and then smashed through a storefront and some other stuff, and you're gonna have a big bill. Now you're like, oh my God, maybe I'd be grateful I'd not gotten them the car. So you're running over to the hospital, and you are just you're gonna teach them a lesson. You're gonna tell them, you got that stupid red light ticket, and now you've damaged the car, and you find out the storefront damage wasn't so bad. They bumped into a chair and broke some glass, and and tapped somebody's bumper. But you're like, all right, I can be grateful for that, but I'm not really grateful. Like, now I got thousands of dollars in repairs, and this kid, I'm going to teach him a lesson. And you get to the hospital, and you're going in there, and you're going to just tell them they're not driving, and you're going to have to pay the repairs, and you're all set to read them the riot act. And you walk by this room, and somebody's sobbing, and you hear the doctor saying, oh, Mrs. So-and-so, I tried everything to save your son or daughter. It just, we did all we could do. All of a sudden, you're really picking up your step to get to your kid's little emergency cubby. And you're not going to go in there and read them the riot act and tell them how they're going to work to pay for the damage. And you're going to grab that child, and you're going to wrap your arms around them, and you're going to hold them like you've never held them before. You're going to squeeze them and tell them how much you love them. And you know what? The other crap don't matter. Okay? Now you're grateful. Now you're grateful for the little SOB that you were going to give it the riot act, and you're going to pay your own damn ticket, and you're going to do this, and you're going to fix that, and it all doesn't matter, because you get to walk in and wrap your hands around them and hold on to them and go, I am so grateful that my baby is not injured or hurt or worse, dead. Okay? Pretty gloomy example, right? Okay? Usually on Monday mornings, I want to start you out on this high, walking on air, walking on water mode. But guys, we got to face, sometimes some stuff that gets thrown at you, some crap, if I may. A big old bird craps on your windshield, and all of a sudden you realize, I'm grateful I have a windshield, because I would have gotten that in the face. That's the deal there. Aren't you grateful you weren't the parent saying goodbye to your child? See, this is the gradient levels of gratitude. And this is deep this morning. This is some deep stuff. Because you could always have it better. Heck yeah. But it could always be worse. And if you're not grateful for what you have, you lose what you have. That is a law of God, nature, universe, however you term that. That is a law. If you're not grateful for what you have, you will lose it. It doesn't mean that you allowed gratitude to hold you back. Go, just be glad you got what you got. You don't need no more. No, that's not motivating. That's not going to allow you to go to the next step, which we're going to talk about. But once you're grateful, see, I was grateful that I woke up early, because I got to be more prepared this morning. I got to get some things out. I got to take care of me a little bit before I delivered to you. I was grateful I woke up early. Now, I could take that a step more and go, maybe I should have gotten up at 4, because think how much more stuff I could have gotten done. But, the biggest gratitude was I woke up. Some people didn't have that luxury today. And that's what I offer to you. You might be going, must be nice, Coach. You wake up with all this, and you get to do this, and it's your passion, and I got to go to this job that I hate and deal with corporate crap, and they don't know what they're doing because some pencil pusher's sitting up in a big city of Atlanta or Chicago deciding, and they have never even been on the front lines with us. I get it. But if you can't find anything else to be grateful for, you woke up. Some people didn't. Now you could say, well, they went to heaven. It's better there. Yeah, I agree. Heaven's going to be amazing. But I'm in no hurry to get there. I got work to do here first. So however you feel about, when you pass on. But the deal is you're here one time, okay? One time only. And you may as well make the best out of it. And gratitude makes you happy. If you're grateful, if you wake up and go, oh, I got a good night's sleep. Nice. If you wake up and go, I didn't sleep too well, but I got an opportunity to do another day, and maybe tonight I'll sleep better because I'm getting up anyway. I'm not going to keep hitting the snooze button. I'm going to get up so that tonight when I lay down, I sleep. See, that's something to be grateful for. Doesn't mean you walk around in this Pollyanna of, I'm just grateful for everything. No, you've got to have that drive and that urge to go to the next level, but you've got to build it on that foundation of appreciating what you do have. Make sense? Can we shake on that, high five on that? That we're there. Once you have the gratitude, if you can simply be grateful for waking up, grateful that your family is healthy, grateful that, 2 or 3 things. If you can wake up in the morning, and I'll give you a little preview of my morning. I wake up, I pray real quick, and, tell God I'm thankful, and irrespective of however you term your God or your creator. I believe we don't push that on each other. I think it's too much pushing on each other in today's day and age is creating a lot of hatred and tensions. Opening the door, suggesting, helping somebody, learning, being more forgiving, yeah, all great. But shoving stuff, even including our religion, down people's throats is going to create a pushback. Religions, lifestyles, this, that, I matter more than you matter, bullcrap. We all matter. To our God, whoever we, or our creator, whoever you term that is, we all matter. So cut out trying to be more important than the next guy, and don't push poop in people's face, and we won't have such kickback on each other. You take care of you. You have common decency and treat people decent, and a lot of the world's problems would go away. But that's a whole discussion for another day. So my whole point to this is, if you're grateful, you go into the next part. That's the thanks. Now, what about giving? Ooh, are you a giving person? I gave the homeless dude in traffic $1. Well, you might have signed his death warrant. He might overdose with that dollar. But we'll talk about the different levels of giving. The first level of giving is a tangible level, okay? I want to give you a gift. You buy your wife roses. You buy your husband the new cool little thing for his iPhone, or something for work, or the new webcam. Hint, hint. Jen, if you're listening, Facecam Pro is out. Just saying. No, seriously, that's the tangible giving. You donate to your church, you donate to a charity, you adopt a family for Thanksgiving or Christmas and donate to them. Or you just simply, give a little gift here and there. Or, even tipping when you go to tip. You go out to eat or something, or somebody helps you load something. That's a gift. Now, tipping, as far as I'm concerned, if you get poor service, don't tip. If you get good service, give an average tip. If somebody's great, tip them to death, because we want to reward greatness. If they're giving in their way of being so much, we have our server on Sundays, we go to First Watch, and a shout out to Alex. He is just such an amazing server and such an amazing human being. That just, you can't help but way over tip them. I mean, just ridiculous amount of over tip because of that level of dedication, and it's not fake. But shout out to Alex. Like I say, more people are like him in the world. Wow, businesses and people would treat each other way better, and people would have a higher customer service rating for their business, right? So anyway, enough ranting and raving about that. But, giving in a tangible way is money, goods, gifts, contributions. But what about the intangible? This is where your gifts are the greatest. Did you ever, and I'm assuming a lot of y'all are parents, and maybe parents that have kids that are semi or grown. Do you ever have those times where you taught them a major lesson, and not necessarily in a harsh way, like I'm gonna make you pay for denting the car or something, but you guided them through a major learning process, through a way of, you didn't just hand them something, but when they earned it, you double rewarded them or something, just anything like that. But, or you taught them something where, it's like when Lexi calls me and, Daddy, what was the recipe for that shake that you used to make when we were little, the protein shake? Exact recipe. I want to replicate the taste. I used to feel good. And I'm like, oh my God, she paid attention. I gave her something by showing her the healthier ways, the better ways of doing things. That's the intangible. Same thing with, like use the homeless person for an example. You hand them a $5 bill, you think you're gonna, they're gonna save up and go to the little hotel on 441 and actually sleep in a bed tonight and take a shower. No, chances are they're going to stick a needle in their arm or another bottle down their throat, and they're going to sleep under the bridge and be just as dirty and nasty and one step closer to the next level of death or deprivation that they're in. Now, in the same respect, that person's out there on a 100-degree day and you get them a big old bottle of water, in that gift, but then you say something to them of, hey, when you drink this bottle of water, realize what it's doing for your body as opposed to a bottle of liquor or something. And you say something that inspires them to go, you know what? I drank that bottle of water and I did feel better. I drink the bottle of liquor. I feel good for an hour and then I feel like crap. You might give something a tangible and an intangible in the same gift. But that's what I'm talking about is, you can give tangibly that item, that money, that contribution, and you can give intangibly the teaching, the leading by example. Just by doing something kind and somebody sees it and it inspires them, you've given them a gift. You don't even know how far that goes. You give somebody $5, they're going to spend it on something. Yeah, whatever it is, and it's gone. The 5 is gone. You give somebody an inspiration, you give somebody a way out, you give somebody an opportunity. My God, in this world, the thing that is so pushed by the political agendas is the dependence upon health care to the government, dependence upon this, and censorship, so you only hear this, and we don't want to offend anybody, and this, that. You know what the best gift you can give somebody is an opportunity. You were born in the crap side of town to a crackhead mother and this, that, and the other. You don't need a welfare check. You need somebody to go, come to work. I'm going to teach you something. You want some money? You think you're strong and tough? Let's do it. Come to work. Let me teach you. Let me give you the opportunity. How about an opportunity rather than a handout? How about it? See, that makes a difference. Have you ever done that? I have. We have many times. Can I get $5? Can I get that? I'll tell you what, mow the lawn, I'll get you this. With kids, it worked well. Wash the truck and you get $20. Well, I only need 10. I wanted to go play a video game. Well, now you can go play 2 video games or buy 2 video games, but you got to spend an hour to earn it. See, that's the difference. You give an opportunity and the next level happens with the growth for them. You give somebody an opportunity to grow rather than a handout. I've heard it put, and I know there's a lot of people pushing for it. Take from the rich and give to the poor. It's only fair. Bullshit. Okay? Because you know what happens? You take all the wealth in the world, and Tony Robbins did a study on this. He said, if you handed it all out to the poor, 5 years later, it would all be back in the hands of the rich because it's a mindset. You give an opportunity to somebody. Oh my God, that is so much better of a gift. Here's $10,000. How many people say, if I could just give somebody, that big company owner would just give me $10,000, my problems would be solved. No, you'd be worse off next year. Okay, how many people win the lotto and are broke in 2 or 3 years? Okay, but what if that business owner gives you the opportunity to make $20,000 more every year going forward because he gave you the opportunity to take a course that helps you serve the company better. instead of going, here's $10,000 one time, and 20 years later, you're going, well, that came out to $2,000 a year. 20 years later, it comes out to $200,000 a year, but that business owner invested in you, and you make him $1 million. Who cares what you make your boss? If you make your boss $1 million, but you're making more money and doing much better than you did before, you're not the boss. You don't own the company. You don't deserve the $1 million just because you sit there and answer a phone. Now, if you learn the ins and outs and at some point you buy into that company and then you're a shareholder of parts of that millions, different mindset. And see, that would be a thought too. If you're the boss, why wouldn't you, if you've got great people, I'm talking great, give them stock options and stuff like that to help become part owners if they're that amazing for you. See, there's opportunity as opposed to a handout. Here's your $200 Christmas bonus, or here's 200 shares in the company that could be worth, $500,000 by the time you retire. But right now it's only worth 200 or 300. See? That's the difference. Give the opportunities. The intangible gifts are the most amazing. The tangible can be great too. I mean, if you're looking at a place where a school would really do these kids some good in a third world country, and you can build a school and fund it with some teachers, and again, it looks like a tangible gift, but look at the intangible gift of education you're giving them, right? So what's the best combination? Is a little bit of both. Give somebody an opportunity, but also once in a while you give a hand up. What if somebody in your community is tooling along, husband, wife, 3, 4 kids, just beautiful family, hardworking, they're doing good. Husband's got a great job or a business. Mom, is running around. She takes care of the family, maybe has a small business running on the side, but 4 kids is like having a business in itself. So just say you got that beautiful situation going on in your community and wham, dad gets killed on the job site. Oh my God. Well, what do you do for these people? Oh, well, feel bad for them. Tell them sorry about your luck. Or you go, you know what, we're going to take up a collection so that they don't have to worry about paying their mortgage for 3 months. Let's get together as a community and pay her mortgage for 3 months, and then help her to build her business that she was working on that was like for extra money for stuff, and create something that, give her the support and the help there to build and become self-sufficient. Isn't that an amazing way to give a gift? Think about it. So the combination is the best. So the final thought today is this: giving the person the opportunity as opposed to a handout in any situation is definitely the way to go. Definitely the way to go, guys. So I'm putting our site in all the locations here in the chats. So bear with me. And the reason being is this way you can go back and watch the replays of all the shows. There we go. All right, all good. You can watch the replays of all our shows and check out everything else we have on Accelerate Life. Got some kick butt news going on. Number one, I want to give you your H1 tip of the week. As I promised, I will give you all to the end of the year to keep you healthy. Fasting. Intermittent fasting can tend to be one of the most amazing things you can do for your body. Now, you always got to check with your medical professional. I'm not a medical doctor. But intermittent fasting creates the cell apoptosis, which means the weak or mutating cells die and get flushed out during fasting. And we all know what mutated cells can tend to lead to, and weak cells that need to get out. It's a very cleansing time, but it also gives your body the opportunity to rest, and it also gives you normalized sugar levels. When you eat and snack all day long, your insulin is up, and high insulin is being just left, right, and center related to many diseases. So there's your H1 tip. Check out intermittent fasting. A lot of people say don't eat till noon and then eat all you want till nighttime. I tend to go get up, have my breakfast, and I cut out eating somewhere between 3 and 6 o'clock at night and don't eat till the next morning. And I find that works great for me. Sleep, everything else is amazing. But we can talk more about that another day, or you can check it out in Heals. Please check out on accelerate.life.com our Heals program. I made a massive business decision. Now, actually a massive giving and contribution decision to drop our price. It was a $299 course. It's 30 days worth of coaching, $97. I want everybody to be able to live a healthy and eating and lifestyle, but I also want it simplified so it's not going to be overbearing. The other thing is, don't forget Life Boost Coffee. It'll be on the post, the replay post for this. The links, I am an affiliate. Please help support the channel by doing that. But it's the best coffee. It is organic, mycotoxin free, single sourced. They roast it to order for you and ship it to you, and it is the best tasting coffee I've ever had. I don't stand by it because I get a tiny little commission. That I had to pursue them, and they don't necessarily take just everybody and their brother. I had to go through a process to get approved because of their way of doing things and their way of running their business, but I did. The other thing is, in a few days, I'm going to release some information about rebounding, and Bellicon Rebounders has a kick-butt Black Friday special, which I'm going to put on the site, and I'll get out to you guys. Rebounding is amazing. The thing with rebounding is you got to have a good rebounder so you're not stressing your joints. But we'll talk more about rebounding. I'm going to do an actual little program on that this week. Lots of kick butt stuff going on. I want you guys to have an absolutely amazing Thanksgiving. But remember what the real meaning of Thanksgiving is. It's being thankful, and it is giving. Wow, I'm getting some comments on YouTube. Yes, Sex Find Info. Find your love in U City. Okay, guys, appreciate the plug for your for your website, but please, send that out on somebody else's live feed, because yes, a good physical relationship is good. Internet porn is not what I recommend. Anyway, have an amazing day, guys. Live with faith, energy, passion. I just thought I'd share that one with you. It was just pretty funny to see that chat popping up this morning. And you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you on the next roundabout. If you need anything, reach out to me at coachlew.com. That's CoachLew.com. Have a blessed day, guys. Yeah, Jimmy, that was on the YouTube stream. I was like, oh, wow, somebody's on the YouTube stream this morning. That's awesome. And I'm like, oh, I got a big red heart. And then I'm like, oh, boy. Yeah, that was pretty funny. All right, guys, hopefully I'll see you soon, and have an amazing Thanksgiving, and make sure that you are thankful and be giving this season, especially in the intangible ways. Live with faith, energy, passion. Always live your dreams, guys. Have an amazing day. This is Coach Lew signing off.
Ready to take it to the next level? Tune in to XLR8Life.com for our live shows, encore presentations, life-changing courses, and live coaching with Coach Lew himself. As Coach Lew always says, live with faith, energy, love, passion, and always live your dreams.